Hi, everybody. This is Rich with Oxford Wealth for another episode of OWA Live. I wanted to bring in some information that I found interesting. I recently read an article, in fact, let me reference it here, on Money Talks News. Money Talks gives a really, I think, fascinating analysis of 5 dumb things that people do in preparing for retirement. Thought I would share. It's kind of interesting, some of the highlights that they give. It is clear that retirement can be complicated. There's lots of issues, lots of topics you have to weigh out, and I wanted to touch on a few of those related to this article. The first one, and I know I've talked about this before, but it's worth reiterating. It is imperative that you have a strategy, a plan, something that gives you a roadmap as to what you want to do in retirement, when you want to retire, how much money do you need. All of that needs to be put into place. 5 things that we emphasize in our firm is that we talk about income, we talk about investments, we talk about developing a tax strategy, healthcare strategy, and then lastly, an estate plan and leaving money to our loved ones, our beneficiaries, charities, etc. So those 5 things are critical. Think of it this way. If you're gonna chart a long drive, either out in the country or say you want to drive across the country, aren't you going to establish a route, a map, places where you're going to stay, where you're going to eat? You're going to establish a plan that leads you there where you want to go. Same thing holds true in retirement. Set a plan, create that plan, and then make tweaks along the way if you need to in order to accommodate for changing conditions, either in the economy or with your accounts. The second one is not putting off for tomorrow things that you should do today. Now, so many of us are concerned about the amount of money that perhaps that you've saved, or you play Monday morning quarterback and you beat yourself up because you haven't saved. I like to share the fact that the best day to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best day is today. Same thing with retirement savings. Make sure you're investing for the future. Get with your advisor, put a plan in place. What can I do to catch up and make up for lost time? What are some things I could do perhaps to preserve what I've already put in place? The third one is that the question of retiring too soon or retiring too late. You know, our emotions really play into this one. What happens if you retire too soon and you have to go back and take that part-time job? Well, those are worries that people have. What about if you wait until too long? Perhaps you, because of that anxiety, you say, I'm going to work until I'm 70, 75, and that's okay. But perhaps that's not aligned with the amount of money that you're going to need to maintain your lifestyle. The fourth one I want to touch on is hiring the wrong financial advisor. Little shameless plug, but if you hire the wrong advisor, sometimes they may leave you too aggressively positioned, too conservatively positioned. Maybe you didn't vet that advisor. Maybe they haven't spoken to you for the last 5 to 7, maybe 10 years. Make sure you have an advisor that's vested with you and is really committed to you and to make sure that you're successful in your retirement years. And then the last one is taking too much risk or not enough risk in your accounts. It can go both ways. We have clients that walk through our door frustrated in the fact that their advisor left them in aggressive, risky, market-based positions only to lose 25, 30% when they thought they could lose 5 or 6%. So those fears are real. Make sure that you're looking at investment risk. Those are just 5 quick things. If you're concerned about your retirement plan, or if you feel like you need to tweak your plan ever so slightly, or if you feel like you don't have a plan that's been created just yet, give your financial advisor a call. It's always worth having those conversations. By the way, only 3 in 10 hire a financial advisor. And yet it's been proven through independent study that those advisors can actually generate greater returns than what you might be able to do on your own. So just a few things to consider in your retirement plan. Thanks so much for listening, and until next time for OWA Live. Thanks so much.